All right, my Aquarius friends, how are you today? Happy New Year to you. Aaron here bringing you your monthly horoscope for January 2020 for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. All right, if you're new to the channel, please check it out. We're doing daily horoscopes every day, all right, that are going to dive even deeper into the aspects of exactly what's going on in this crazy astrological reflection as above, so below. So let's get into your January 2020 is starting off with a bang. All right, there's so much energy going on that's just going to lead into this 2020. This is a life-changing year, and it's preparing you, okay? Everything that's going on right now is preparing you for what's to come because you have a big role to play in the near and dear future, okay? But it's all in preparation. It's all in preparation. All of 2020 is leading up to what is coming, like I said. Because everything's, let me just show you this chart, because you have everything is in your 12th house, just about. You know, there's so much energy in your 12th house, which is about completion, which is about learning the lessons of like finally understanding who you are and what role you have to play in this world, okay? So let me show you this chart here. All right, you have a super stellium in your 12th house of Capricorn, okay? So this is how you're governing yourself. How, you know, there's the discipline that you're allowing to your daily life. You know, there's so much release and letting go of, so much learning that's happening as the 12th house is the infant child as well as the guru on the mountaintop, okay? Dealing with letting go of this physical nature, yet at the same time, it's the sign of Capricorn for you, so this is about embodying your physical nature, all right? So, this is, I got my chart set to the 11th here, but, you know, we're doing this on the 1st of January. So on the 1st and 2nd of January, okay, Mercury here is going to meet up with Jupiter, all right? Again, so much of the energy is happening in your 12th house. So it's going to meet up with Jupiter in your 12th. Okay, Mercury is our planet of communication, information, how we're communicating with others, the insight we're getting from source energy as well. Jupiter here is our planet of abundance. Our planet of more, our planet of knowledge, a planet of having faith, of higher, you know, learning and religion, and that there's something out there. There's something worth traveling to out there that is worth me seeking out. There's information out there that's worth seeking out, and that information is worth communicating upon. So that's happening on the 1st and the 2nd, okay, which is really lovely. Okay, then, oh, there we go. On the 3rd, okay, Mars is going to move out of your 10th house. So you've had a lot going on in the 10th house this year, or this year just started. From September of 2019 through now, okay, a lot has been going on the side of career for you. Okay, your public image, how people view you in the sense of big business, you know, the Aquarian is the futuristic leader of the zodiac, you know, it's just like, hey, I'm the face of the community in a sense, okay? So there's been a lot of clearing out, a lot of the shadow work that's been going on that's like beneath the surface, you know, it's like, you know, like being the strong leader at work and then maybe going home and just crying. I don't know, maybe that fits, maybe it doesn't, but it's like, you know, there's like these layers underneath, but it's like you're so strong that, you know, you want to represent and present yourself in a really powerful, beautiful way. So a lot of this shadow work that's been going on since September is finally coming to an end, okay? As Mars, our planet of acceleration and action, is going to leave your 10th house and enter your 11th house, which is about community, which is about you, you know, connecting with your soul tribe. You know, you're not trying to impress the person up here, or you're not trying to impress you're not trying to impress anybody. You're just being yourself, which is exactly what the world needs. It's exactly what we need, you know? So it's like you being yourself and living in your authenticity, you're going to start attracting like this powerful magnet, you know, all of the right people in your area that are going to come together and to unite, which is going to be really, really powerful connection. That's going to happen on the 3rd, okay? And it'll be there all month of January. Then on the 8th and 9th, Mercury is going to meet up with the Sun in your 12th house, okay? So everything that we've learned on the 1st and 2nd, moving into the 3rd, starts to bring into form, okay, on the 8th and 9th. And then on the 9th, we have this lunar eclipse happening, okay? Now, where that's happening for your chart, let me show you here. So it's like something up here, south node, sun's going to connect with south node. So Mercury, again, our planet of communication, is going to connect with the sun. The sun is going to connect with the south node. It's a loose eclipse, but it is still a lunar eclipse. We're still going to be seeing a fully illuminated moon over here in Cancer in your 6th house. A fully illuminated moon, and we're going to see the shadow of the Earth on that moon. Okay, anything within 18 degrees is an eclipse, and eclipses are supercharged new moons, supercharged full moons. Lunar eclipses are full moons. So this is a Uranian charged full moon. Okay, eclipses are Uranian energy, which is breakthrough energy. So this is in your 6th house of how you're giving back to other people. Okay, so it's like all this work that's being done here is behind the veil. It's the unconscious, the subconscious, and what's happening out here is the result of that work. Okay, so this is reminding you to be empathetic, caring, nurturing in the way that you're giving back to other people. Okay, not the Capricorn-esque, steer-headedness, cold, brash. This is big business, and I'm going to do whatever I got to do in big business in order to survive. You know what I mean? This is like, no, there's a caring, a good way to put this, like Amazon, it was a smart, but at the same time, it was weird. Like they sold books at a loss so that they put their competition, there was no more competition. They sold things at such a cheap price point that no other bookstore could keep up with them. And that's how they kind of earned their title. And then through January 1st, January 1st, 2019 through March, I believe Jeff Bezos made $243 million a day. All right, my Aquarius friends, $243 million a day. Fact check me if I'm, just in case. But I believe that's what it was. Okay, so that's more money than most people could spend in 10 lifetimes, okay? $113 billion or something like that. So you're the community. You're like the social bug of the zodiac. You're holding down the fort as far as what's happening with our tribe, okay, which is really needed. You're the fixed air sign. The majority of the presidents of the United States were Aquarians, okay? Very notable here. Because again, all this work that's going on behind the scenes here is going to play out in what's to come for you in your bright shining future. All right. So this eclipse, what it's telling you is like, okay, you have that Amazon kind of money. I'm not talking poorly about Jeff Bezos or Amazon or whatever. But then on the other side, we have a company like Aldi. All right, if you're familiar with Aldi, who is a German company, and they're selling food at the cheapest they possibly can. It's like you gotta, pay a quarter to get the cart, and then you put the cart back, you get your quarter back. Okay, that saves on having a cart buggy guy. You bring your own bags. It reduces the cost. Okay, and it reduces the waste of plastic that's unsustainably destroying our environment. Okay, and I know you're environmentalists, you're Aquarians, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about the big picture, not just selfish and greediness. So that's the power of this lunar eclipse for you. Is just like taking both of these into effect. This, holy smokes, $243 million a day, $113 billion company doing something, in a sense, ruthlessly to destroy the competition so that they can't keep up. You're putting mom and shop businesses out, to create a Wall Street, okay? Well, the sun is connected with the South Node in government, in Capricorn, and it's saying, like, this Wall Street mentality has to end, and we have to be able to open up to mom and pop shops because that's the sustainable future of our environment. We have to have the little guy, the small pharmacy, the small arts and crafts stores, the small, and to do it at a price point that's reasonable. So it's not just about money, but this is about the services that you're offering and giving back to others. Okay, so this eclipse is highlighting the services that you're unconditionally giving to others no matter what. And to be compassionate and empathetic in your journey to give back. Okay, so that's happening on the 9th, which is really beautiful. Then on the 11th and 12th, Mercury's meeting up with the two bad boys, the Zodiac, Saturn and Pluto. Okay, now the last time this happened was in 1982. Okay, I believe it happened in the sign of Libra. Powerful connection. Okay, cardinal sign, powerful connection happening in Capricorn. Cardinal sign, very powerful connection. Again, in your 12th house, this is, again, it's like stuff that's under the veil. It's things coming to completion. So to start with, on one hand, we have where Saturn is right now, as I'm making this video on the 1st, is at 21 degrees. Okay, and let me show you this chart here, what's happening on the 10th and the 11th. Mercury and the Sun are going to meet up at 21 degrees, where Saturn is at this moment. This is about surrendering, okay? We absolutely have to surrender. We absolutely have to surrender. We have to surrender, we surrender to the Mother Moon. When, it's nighttime, we can't keep our eyes open anymore. If we're reading that book, it falls, we fall asleep with it on our chest. If we fall asleep with the remote in our hand or eating a bowl of soup, whatever it is, there are moments that we absolutely have to surrender. Okay, so this is a big theme right now in January of 2020, and as well even at the end of December of 2019, is learning how to surrender gracefully. All right, and further, once we learn how to surrender, we are going to be rewarded with the leadership skills that we have. We will be rewarded, all right, which is very, very powerful, and that's where this connection is happening. So Saturn is the this is the physical world. This is our reality. This is what goes up must come down. This is, if the glass hits the concrete, it's going to break. These are the laws of reality. And Pluto is about death, destruction, and transformation. Okay, the underworld. So this is all happening. So this is like a complete restructuring of self, restructuring of our cosmic entity here in the 12th house, restructuring of our subconscious or unconscious mind, a reprogramming that's going on, again, behind the scenes for you. And it's preparing you, again, as Saturn's going to move into your sign. It's preparing you for when Pluto moves in 2024. All right? So that's a huge connection, and again, it's like by being able to surrender over on one end, we're going to be fitted with the rewards that we properly deserve, with the acknowledgments that we need, the acknowledgments that we deserve. Okay, so that is a big one that's going to happen on the 12th. Now on the 13th, the Sun is now going to conjunct Saturn and Pluto. So it's like our ego, the way we express ourselves, the way we're walking and talking, going from this place of surrender to like, okay, I'm stepping into my power here. I'm stepping into my leadership roles, and I'm going to complete whatever I need to complete here. I'm going to step in and do what I got to do to be the individual that I know I am in this lifetime. Okay. Then on the 20th, on the 13th as well, the Sun's going to meet up with these two, and then Venus is going to move out of your first house into your second house. Okay, this is huge because Venus loves to be in Pisces. Okay, Venus loves to be in Pisces. It's her favorite place to be in the entire zodiac. She's exalted in Pisces because Venus is everything you love, want, and desire, material possessions as well as other people. So things and others, what you love. Okay. Pisces is about your dreams and your creativity and your imagination, and it's like the sky is the limit. There is no, where the Capricorn is the limit. Capricorn is the law. Over in Pisces, there's no law to dreams. There's no law to your imagination. You can think whatever you want to think. You can dream whatever you want to dream. So Venus being our planet of love, want, and desires, and coming into that, and it's your second house, which is saying like, look, you're futuristic thinking Aquarius, all right, how are you going to make money come the future? There's a good chance that we're going to hit some sort of a recession. There's a lot of aspects that are coming up, and I'm going to talk about in another video if you stay tuned, that there's a lot of aspects going on right now that are screaming that we're going to hit some sort of a recession here in 2020. Okay, so this is like a good boost for you. Is this like, how can I be prepared for this if this is coming? What is a new way, a futuristic way? How can I use my imagination and my dreams and align that with my heart for me to create a financial sustainable income? Okay, so that's really huge for Venus to move into your second house during this time. And again, the sky's the limit, thinking big picture, man. So it's really exciting. So that's also happening on the 13th. The 20th, the Sun is going to move out of your 12th house into your first house. Shining light, so happy birthday to you, Aquarius, whenever that may be, whenever your birthday may be. So obviously the sun coming home, you get your solar return, you get that big boost of energy, creative self-expression, how we're expressing ourselves to others, being that bright shining star that you are. Okay, really, really important. Then on the 24th, you get a new moon in your sign. Okay, new moons are new beginnings. So there's a new beginning for you, Aquarius, a new beginning of what's going on. And then further on the 27th, the moon is going to meet up with Neptune and Neptune and Venus are going to meet up on the 27th. Then the moon is going to meet up with Neptune and Venus on the 28th. Okay, and both of those, or all three of those, are going to create a septile over to Saturn and Pluto. So Saturn and Pluto, again, is our physical reality, making changes, transforming how we govern ourselves. And then this energy down here in the water sign of Pisces is like, look, we can, whatever we dream, whatever we feel, whatever we want, whatever we desire, because the moon is our emotional needs. Venus is what we want, love, and desire. Venus is Neptune is our dreams and our imagination. So it's like aligning our needs with our desires and our imagination. Okay, and that is creating a fate-like energy over to Saturn and Pluto, which is about transformation. Okay, and that's happening in your second house here. Okay, so again, this is like, look, however you feel that you can, try to create a buck in this world, however you feel that you can come to acquire the things that you need in this world, my friends, they are coming in a very beautiful way. All right. Further, just after that, the moon is going to come over here and meet up with Chiron. Chiron, the wounded healer in your third house of information, siblings, looking at both sides of the coin. There's always another side of the story. So the moon coming over here, and Chiron's going to be there for another 6.5 years or so. Okay, same with Uranus and Taurus in your fourth house. This is changing the way on the home and family front over the next 6.5 years. Okay. Those two energies are going to be there for a very, very long time. So the moon kind of completing this month, hanging out with Chiron, it's an emotional need to gain new information that's going to add to my personal healing, to your personal healing. So it's like it's something that's absolutely needed. So it's like coming from this dreamy place, of all these connections and manifesting what we love and desire into this real world. And then it's just like, okay, I there's something that I need to heal. There's some sort of information that comes in that just allows me to breathe a little deeper. Okay. So it's a really powerful, very beautiful month for you. I'm very excited for you. A lot of good energy coming your way. Again, the surrender is a big aspect of what's coming up right now. And again, all of this energy is preparing you for what's coming in the near and dear future. My Aquarius friends, thank you for hanging out with me. Again, if you're new to the channel, check out the daily videos. They dive even deeper into these aspects, okay? So thank you so much. I hope you had a happy new year, and we'll see you tomorrow.